Spinning circles on the my home. Can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
Yo, 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 what's good, people? What is happening? Let's kill some of this music down, man. What's going on, guys? What's happening? How you doing, Jared? Golden Hue, how you doing? Members, what's going on? Everyone feeling concerned? You shouldn't be. You should not be. Everything's all good with Bitcoin right now. What's good, guys? What's happening? PC Shed, what's going on, my brother? Fractal Earth, Crypto Casper, what's happening, bro? Mr. Dutch, I know you're in here, bro. J Red, Razmats, Notepad. What a name, Notepad. Rodrigo, Mighty Cup, what's going on? Ah, man. What a day. Been interesting to say the least, guys, I'll tell you that. Can you hear the music okay? All right, as long as there's a little bit of music in the background, I'm guessing that's all right, yeah? Hoot Skins. Mr. Kamarian, how you doing, my friend? Has anyone been taking any shorts today? Michael, thank you for becoming a member. Of course, Bitcoin rises when I step in. Because I step in at, I hope I step in at the right time. Guys, this knowledge is all for you guys. That's what it's about, man. I'm just the messenger. That's all it is. Let's have a look at what people have done today. Okay. Pancho, you're short on Kiwi Yen. Oh my God. Let me have a look at Kiwi Yen. Let me have a look at Kiwi Yen from last night's stream. What did we say? Ah, my guy. You took it. You took it. I mean, look at Dollar Yen, man. She's pretty much stayed in the zone today. They're holding the majors. Yeah, they're holding the major yen pairs right here. Notice, look what happened all day today. But what you also got to look at as well is look what happened to gold. Yeah? That tells me that there's some news due to come out. Right? What news is due to come out? I believe the news that's coming out is the non-farm payrolls, the first Friday of every month. They're holding the zones. They are not messing about. Pay attention to what Dollar Yen's doing in gold, all right, prior to the news release. You'll see an interesting story. Let me just actually do something here. Let me see if this will work. Right, hold on. Allow DL import. Here we go. What news is due to come out? Wrong format. No worries. That ain't going to be an issue for me anyway. There's some news due to come out. Yeah, I'm talking about Dollar Yen. W Bitcoin won't play out, nor will Ethereum. Will fake W level 2 to the downside. Potentially, man, this is what we're here to talk about today. It's not like we're surprised at this move, guys. This is the thing. It's not like we're surprised at it. Okay? We knew that this W formation, I mean, look, the W really, it did play out to our favor. Yeah? Didn't last long. But could you have traded it? Of course you could. Let's look at it. I mean, you could have even traded this very small W here. That's what I mean about the pattern. It presents itself all the time. You could have applied an advanced entry right here. Let me just bring that up. Let me just get that there. Here we go. Okay, So you could have took an advanced entry at the close of this candle because you would have understood that they failed to bring price lower. Well, they'll never fail to bring it lower. What they did was effectively trick the retail trader into believing that shorts were still going to come into play. All right, but it didn't break down the previous low here. Spike to the low, retrace back up, entry at the close of this candle. You could have rode that move all day long. Your target profit would have been the 50-day or the 200-day up there. All right. There you go, Rodrigo. It all depends. It's all based on your strategy. When you look at it from the 15-minute time frame right here, all right, and you drop down to the 5-minute, okay, there's a lot of room to move. All right, that is a long move for a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, and then when you drop down to the minute time frame, oh my God, like there's so much. I mean, look at that. Got W formation right there. Just look at the 1-minute time frame, what it does. Okay, the bigger W formation on the 5-minute. Notice these red candles right here. They're getting longs at lower prices. Price deviates away from the 50-day moving average. All right, comes back. You've even got a small W here. This is purely just to showcase to you guys and help you understand, all right, about these patterns. They are all over the place. All right, your job as a trader is to try and determine which one works. Okay. Notice, W formation. You set your stop. Enter here. Your low of the day right there is your stop. Wait for it to play out. You pay to play. Okay? Price rises up to the 50-day moving average. You're good to go. Continues up. Forms a high. We're expecting a retrace back to the 50-day. All right? Because that's what happens when you form the first pattern, the W formation. There's always a retrace back. All right? From that retrace, you could have added a ton of orders in here. And then look, price rises and rises and rises and continues to rise until it breaks up to the high up here. And then it starts to collapse. Your exit would be price closing below the 5-day EMA. All right. The 5 EMA, job done. There's your exit. Okay. Beautiful move to the upside. But guys, remember, it's all about what you're comfortable with. Roddy B, question. Looking over the Discord, do you think the community is getting it, or is there a lot that's not really understanding it? Is it concerned with the possibility for a huge FOMO community? Roddy, really, to say that the community isn't getting it, what we're getting is the guys who have been here for a little while, they do get it. It's the new guys that come in and ask the question, should I go long or should I go short? That's what you're getting a lot of. All right, there are a lot of people stepping into the Discord. All right, and you know whether or not they've dedicated time to watching the streams, okay, because they think this Discord is killing it. Loads of people are making money in this Discord. All right, people think that this Discord is going to be giving out signals. Everyone's going to be telling everyone where to go. Financial advice is a big thing, guys. All right, if you want to maintain these streams, if you want these streams to be working, we need to make sure we are compliant with this thing. I will never tell you where to enter or to exit. All right, would you rather me tell you a signal? All right, give you a signal for the next week, and I will commit to giving signals for the next week. Okay, but then after that, that is it, completely finished. I won't stream anymore. I will completely eliminate the YouTube channel. Happy days. It's been great knowing you. All right. That's the T's and C's. Those are my terms and conditions. You want that, happy days. But do you really want that? Yeah? Don't you want to understand how to make the trades? Why do you need to be waiting for me? Yeah? Put yourself in the position where you can decide when to make the trades. Because that's what it's all about, really. People come into this game to try and understand it. They get lazy and they turn to signals. When they turn to signals, they don't feel fulfilled. Yeah? Learn the game. Remember, guys, we demonstrated last night PC Shed's ability. He hasn't got anything that you guys don't have. All right? Everything that PC Shed has learned is on the stream. It's there. It's down to you to absorb it. All right? So let's get down to Bitcoin. What has Bitcoin been doing? I mean, God, it has been an interesting day to say the least. All right? Bitcoin has taken out certain levels. All right. She has effectively come back down to the 800-day EMA. Market makers are favoring shorter, lower time frames. Not to lower time frames. They are favoring lower prices. Why? So that they can get their longs filled at the lower price. I mean, look how volume right now, it's not really showing me market maker activity. It's just getting people to go short. Notice the 3 vector candles to the low. Price comes back up, retraces back down, doesn't take out the previous low. This next candle sucks in the retail trader. They still haven't touched the 800-day EMA. All right. There's a bag of orders, or should I say there's a bag of value investors sitting in that area, okay, that have been inclined to either open positions here, all right, to go short or to go long. They need to trigger the interest. Could we see the 800-day and even further? Maybe. Who knows? Till then, what we do know is this. The moving averages, 50-day EMA is extended away from price. It needs to reset back into the zone. This is what we need to be paying attention to. All right? You see, Fractal Earth, yeah, it's going to touch. This is what I mean, guys. Trading View, different broker, different price feed. All right? MT4, exactly the same. Different broker, different price feed. Some will show the 800-day touching on one platform. Others it won't. All right? So it does pay to have both MT4 and Trading View up. So you know where you stand then. How many times have we been in this stream, guys, and I've been waiting for a price to hit, okay, or a projection to hit. And I'm like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you guys are all telling me that it's already been hit. I mean, that kills the mode for me, man. And there's me waiting for IC markets to give me that print, you know? So it's good to have both of these platforms up so you know where you are. What you do want to do is you want to see if price gets to it beforehand on one platform and does it get to it again on the other? Because then you've also got the concept of arbitrage. Now, arbitrage is a very, very profitable game. Very profitable. My platform is IC Markets. Okay, you can download IC Markets. Link is in the description. Once you've downloaded it, which is MT4, once you've got that, head over to the Discord, which also is in the description and it's pinned to the chat, and get yourself into the channel where you can download the indicators and you effectively have everything that I've got here. All right, minus the lines, because these lines here are all just to demonstrate certain points in the chart that are important. So, haven't addressed anyone. I hope everyone is good today. All right. Don't pay attention to Karens. To Karens? Who's Karen? Who's a Karen? People are saying we are due for a visit to the daily 200 EMA before any major upward move. Thoughts? You know what? Alien activity. If we're due to go there, happy days. We'll trade our way there. All right. We will trade our way there. Ultimately, guys, if people are all talking about on Bitcoin, right, if they're talking that Bitcoin's going to drop to the downside, okay, we're always going to see a retrace back to the 50-day. We can trade that. We can trade that. There's nothing wrong in trading the first leg of the W formation. First leg to the downside, rise back up to the 50-day. Why? Because we understand when they bring price down, they're inducing shorts so they can build their longs at lower prices. They reverse it back to the 50-day moving average to take out the shorts for the retail traders who went short in this direction. Okay? Then they want to trigger them to get committed again, so they send price down further. We can ride this down, we can go back up, and we can ride it down again. Happy days. We ain't even allowed the pattern to play out. We've traded the development of the pattern. All right? This is something that I'm going to be talking about with the guys in Forex on Saturday. So the YouTube members and the Patreons, you guys are going to get this sort of strategy on Saturday. You notice the Saturday streams are always coming with something new. This hybrid approach has so many ways to trade. All right. We've got the 15-minute strategy, the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the hourly. It's all down to what suits you guys. You've got the moving average trading strategy, the Brinks trade, you know, coming out of the Asian session, stop hunt rise, stop hunt low. The idea is helping you guys to bring it all together and find what works for you. Because ultimately, I can give you 101 strategies based on this hybrid system. And if you can't find one that works for you, then there's something wrong. Something's not right, okay? You're either scared, you're either risking too much money, or you're trying to be perfect. You're never going to get a perfect entry, most likely an accurate one. But remember, accuracy is on a percentage. You can be 10% right, you can be 20%, 30%, 40%. Understanding the concept of proficiency is and will always be based on a sample size. If you don't give trading the sample size it deserves, okay, you're not going to know whether or not you're going to be a good trader. Don't judge your ability after 10 trades and you've blown your account. Try again. Use a smaller amount of money. Execute the trades. But the problem is people are coming into this game to make the money now. They think that it's right to spend a lot of money and lose a lot of money now, okay, because they think that's going to help them learn. Well, no, stop thinking that you can lose money quicker, which means you're going to learn quicker, because I got good at fucking losing. Yeah? And I was continuously losing every single day. And that was happening for a long time. So don't think that if you lose once big, you've learnt the lesson. Nah, it doesn't work like that. They can grab you at any point. And those emotions in your mind, okay, they can be triggered at a moment's notice, and you will start reliving the memory of loss. And then you'll be fighting that battle, trying to recover from that loss. All right? Where is your development then? How are you going to learn then? So reduce the chances of you losing by trading less size. It's critical. Critical. What's going on, Bartimaeus? Had my first major loss of events last night, XRP. It was not nice. What happened to the 2-hour rule, guys? Please, can someone tell me? Are you sticking to the 2-hour rule? Yeah? And 2-hour rule doesn't mean you need to sit in it for 2 hours. You can close it within 10 minutes. Let me have a look at this. Plasma Plug, what's good, my friend? Yeah, this is it. No price predictions here, my friend. Only projections. The 2-hour rule. Okay, so the 2-hour rule. For anybody that is new to the channel, welcome to Traders Reality Channel. Okay, it's good to have you here. All right. The 2-hour rule says that if you haven't realized a profit, okay, from the moment you entered. So let me start again. The 2-hour rule is based on the concept that if your position hasn't realized a profit from entry within 2 hours, close the trade. You need to see a profit within 2 hours. I've lost my words. I've said it that many times. All right. Listen, just close your trade if it's at a loss for more than 2 hours. All right. If you haven't seen a profit within 2 hours of entry, get rid of it. All right. Reset, start again, because the goal is to eliminate the exposure on the account. Guys, look, there's no two ways about it. All right. There are no two ways about it. You have to understand that you are risking hard money here. All right. You're putting down size. There are costs. Okay. Improve the chances of it playing out in your favor by applying a defense strategy. All right. Be defensive. When I place a trade, I'm already looking for the next trade. I have no commitment or any obligation to the trade that is live, other than I know where I'm going to be getting out if I'm losing. All right. Whatever I make on that trade, happy days. I'm going to take it, pay myself, work on the next trade. Till you think, if you start thinking that there is not an abundance of trades or opportunities, trading will not last very long for you. You're better off donating your money to charity. Seriously. All right. There is always a plethora of opportunities. Price will always rise. Price will always drop. Price will always retrace. Price will always retest the 50-day, the 200-day, and the 800-day EMA. All right. It will always do that. Always. And if you start thinking that there's a limitation to the amount of trades, or you're never going to catch that sort of trade again, guys, come on, man. Been in it way too long. It works on any coin, any pair, any market. The idea, okay, is to focus on the market that you're trying to apply these concepts to, see how it works. Yeah? Oh, man, Sonny Biggs, I forgot to do that, man. I forgot to do that. Bro, make sure you message me again in the Discord, man. Make sure you message me again so that I don't forget. Mike, remind me about the shoes. See, the thing is, Marcelo's received his shoes. One of you guys have got the shoes, man. having problems with people delivering stuff, man. I'm waiting for something from Tony Carvajal. I sent him something. He sent me something. There's issues there, man. But it's all good. It's all good. We'll get those shoes out to you, bro. Don't worry about that. Luis, thank you very much, man. All right, then. Let's get looking at Bitcoin. Roxana, your shoes. Yes, yes. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got the shoes. You know what? we're doing another giveaway as well. All right. I've got another giveaway to do this month. So there's effectively going to be 3 giveaways this month. All right. And we're just going to be throwing out stuff to you guys. All right. Just want to get this week done and dusted. Okay. It's been a chaotic week. All right. My daughter's birthday tomorrow, so happy days. You can see I'm going to be off the charts for a little while tomorrow, so I'm going to give you everything that you need from tonight. All right. Tomorrow will be the test of your knowledge, your ability to hold yourselves. All right. Tomorrow is the day. All right. Thank you. I'm doing everything, man. I'm trying my hardest. I think tomorrow, by me not playing on the charts and updating you with anything, I can then look at all the messages that everyone is sending me. It's crazy. There's so much happening behind the scenes. Mike and me are always on the phone to each other, trying to sort stuff out, trying to get all the t-shirts sent out to all the Patreons. All right, we're trying to do all of that. I'm going to be working on the other channel as well. We've got a shorts channel. Got the Instagram. It is crazy, but we're just, there is order within the chaos. All right. And, got to do the podcast with Mike. And in some way, I don't know how, I have to fit in a gaming session and start ripping up all the guys who think they're good at COD, especially from a guy who uses a console still. That's going to spark some interest. That'll be a good night. We're going to build that up, man. Mike Dutch, he's my first candidate, man. I'm going to take this guy out. But that's all right. Let's start talking about charts. We don't want to start getting all mad about, I ain't going to get into it, man. Yes, all right. PCs. Nice one, Sonny Biggs. Yes, PC is this, PC is that. But you know what? Console will always give a good fight. If PC players need assistance, they need that handicap just to get the edge in the game. Fair enough, man. I'm a console player. I'm going to play it from the way it was done from day one. All right? Consoles, man. Anyway, let's get back into this pricing game. So what do we know here, guys? Where are we at? Well, there's something that I wanted to demonstrate to you guys about these candlesticks. All right? Now, this should put to bed a lot of questions that people have about these red candlesticks and green candlesticks. Okay. Yeah, consoles are more fun. They're more tidier as well. And they're not as loud. Do you save your MT4 chart after drawing something on it? It automatically saves on the template, my friend. All right. But you can save it as well. Yeah, it probably did start on PC, yeah. I have no consolation for console players. Okay then. All right then. Oh wow, I can't wait to talk about Ethereum. She's actually doing exactly what I need her to do. I hate the word exactly. I hate it. It's been thrown about too much on the internet. I don't like it. I'm going to change it to precisely as projected. PMP. Precisely as projected. All right then, let's go. Right. Everyone has been asking or trying to work out, is it just as simple as looking for these green and red candles? All right. Let me just get rid of all these boxes. And sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay. Because a lot of people start thinking that they can just look for a red candle and they can anticipate that price will visit that zone later on at some point. If only it was that simple. But when you look at things in hindsight, it seems to do it every single time. You don't know where to enter or exit as such, but you know at some point they're going to send price there. It's knowing that they're going to go there, but we don't know when. That's the thing. That's the edge. That's what we're trying to work on. Understanding the build up to the when. Because when we understand the build up to when they move price back into that zone, we're going to be in that trade getting ready to close our profit just as they arrive back into that zone, right? So here's an example. All right, are we all on the same way, yeah? Are we all in the room? Give me ones if you're there. I'll get to Ethereum in a second. What I'm going to talk about now is talk about the candlesticks, the formations of these candlesticks, because a lot of people are asking questions as to whether or not they can just simply follow when there's a green candle, price is going to retrace back to it. If there's a red candle, is price going to recover back to it? All right. What I'm trying to get at to you guys. What I'm trying to establish here, guys, is sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to be aware of the candlesticks in context to where price is. So for example, here we go. It's easy to assume that when we saw this green candle here, all right, we said, right, big green candle, price moves up. Market makers induce the retail trader to believe that we're ready to break out and go to the upside. He triggers the longs, all right? He triggers the moon boys. He gets them committed. Everybody going live on YouTube. Bitcoin's about to run. And this is all happening in one hour candle, okay? At the same token, they collapse price. Sorry, take that back. They drop price, okay? And recover the previous candle completely, okay? So that would be a classic example of following whether or not this green candle was going to continue up. All right. But if you look at the context of this green candle, this massive move to the upside doesn't really go anywhere. So that's one factor to give you a reason as to why the next candle could recover and take over the previous candle. All right. Fundamentalists and the conventional retail trader would say that that is a bearish engulfing pattern. All right. But you have to look at what this big candle did. All right. It broke above the 50-day moving average. Okay. Didn't close at its highs, but it closed enough towards me to warrant, yeah, potentially it could continue up. The next candle didn't really do much. So the confirmation of this candle here was weak. So if I look at the 15-minute time frame, I can then look down and say to myself, all right then, what actually happened? Well, here we go. Massive move to the upside. This second candle wasn't great. All right, didn't even finish at its highest point. If we look left, what do we see? We see them tapping the previous zone up here. All right, but they weren't ready to continue higher, right? And the way we understand that is we look at the next candle, pins the high, and then comes back down very aggressively as well. All right, so that could have been our signal to enter short. Then you look down, you can see that the next candle then took it all the way back down, brought price back up, and then they had their true intention come into play from there. Now, we could have looked at this candle and said, right, I now assume that price is going to come back to that point, but we don't know when. All right. If you look at the next candle, spikes the low, comes back, price returns back up. This next candle comes up here and recovers at least half of that red candle. Could you have traded that? Of course you could. Drop down to the 5-minute time frame, drop down to the 1 minute. That would have been 15 bars of going up. Okay? Important. Can you exploit these moves? Of course you can. But the question is, how soon do you want to pay yourself? Because a lot of people like to take the trades and they hope that the trade's going to continue all the way up. They start to envision what they would like price to do. All right? And this is where a lot of people go wrong. They make entries and they desire price and they envision something in their mind of how they would like price to play out. All right. When you start doing that, that's when you start committing yourself to trades and holding them for more than 2 hours. And then you start the concept of being married to a trade. And then you're sat in a losing trade saying to yourself, okay, it's now past 2 hours. I'm only $150 down. I can deal with 150 bucks. I mean, I spend that on trainers. Happy days. You go down to 200, 300, 400, all right? And then you end up being at a $900 loss and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to close it now. Funny that is, isn't it? You're not happy to close a loss at 150 bucks, but you're happy to close at 900. Why? It's still a loss. It's just even worse. Yeah? A loss is a loss in this game. And when you start to think, start waiting for that moment where you can create a climax of when to close, you're in this game for the thrill. And that's not what it's about. You ain't going to last 5 minutes. All right? Cool. So, back to these candlesticks. Jump back onto the 1 hour time frame. Here's an interesting one. All right? Notice what price has done in this zone. All right? This blue boxed off area is very important. Why? Because if we look at what price has done prior to this move to the upside, pay attention to what happens. We've looked at the previous candles here. Look right, you can see they've recovered the previous zone. Happy days. Look here, recovered the previous zone right there. Okay? Now we've had these charts marked off. If you go watch the previous streams, you guys will see and understand how this price, how this move has managed to break down. We labeled out the likeliness of it continuing or the likeliness of it coming down. We've worked out, we've walked our way through this move. And this is the benefit of these streams. They talk you through the moves in real time because that's the only way you're going to understand what is a good W formation, what is an M formation, and what is a pattern retrace away from the moving average. Okay? It's critical because if you just see an image and dwell on hindsight, you ain't going to learn nothing, man. All right? So back to this previous blue zone, you look left, you can see it's recovered this area. Jump down to the 15-minute time frame, what do you see? Where are we going? Oh God, what's happened here? That's the problem with this. All right, here we go. Watch what happens here. Zoom in. Here we go. There's your box. All right. What do you see? I'll move the box for you. Massive green candle where they initially started the move at the W formation at the 800-day, 200-day, and the 50. All right, the 50 EMA. Okay. So that's a green candle that price has returned to. But look how long it's taken to return back into that zone. It's taken, I mean, how long ago was that? That was 29th of March and now we are at the 7th of April. Okay, so it's taken a little while. So what I'm trying to get at is, yes, do they return back to these green candles and these red candles? Yes, they do. But the skill is understanding the chances of it returning, okay? How skewed are they in our favor? And the point that we decide that we think it's going to go there, how soon will it get there? Yeah, that's what we're looking at. All right, cool. Now, the next one. What do we see right now with Bitcoin? Okay, there's a golden cross or the death cross that they call it. Happy days. Principally, it says that when the 200 EMA crosses over the 50 EMA, we're now going to see a pull to the downside. Well, we need to see a retrace back to test whether this cross is valid or not. Because the amount of times I've seen the moving averages cross over, price comes back up and test and continues higher, it invalidates this cross. All right? A true validation of the cross is price comes back up, tests the 50-day and moves away and continues. All right? Or it can just continue lower from this point here. Now, we have exceeded the average daily range for the previous session. All right? Bitcoin right now is ADI's 25,262 pips. All right? It looks like it's holding this zone. If I drop down to the 15-minute time frame, what do I see? Do I see a W formation? Yes, I do. Could we see a inverted head and shoulders? Maybe. Let's have a look. We've got the 3 vector candles to the downside, okay, on the 15-minute time frame. We've got the retrace back to the 50-day moving average, all right? Then price comes back down, forms a low. Granted, it is lower than the first leg. However, it's not that far away from the first leg. So look, notice where it closed here, and look where price ended up. It didn't spend long away from this zone. So this would be a valid W. All right. Now we're just waiting for Bitcoin to return back up. It's now coming back to the 13 EMA on the hourly time frame, which is the 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. All right. So let's see what Tokyo brings. Let's see what Sydney brings when it opens. Will they raise price and move it higher? Because I do project that if this is the true pattern, all right, and that the market makers are satisfied with bringing price back down to the 800 EMA, even though we haven't touched it, okay? But there have been instances where we've come back to this moving average and we haven't touched it, and Bitcoin has gone on to do a massive move to the upside, all right? So we will only know when the market maker provides the liquidity, or should I say when he lays down his hand and shows momentum to the upside. Right now, price is working to close above the 5 EMA, okay? It needs to close above the 13 EMA, all right, and continue further up, all right? For us to warrant a move to the upside and a continued bull run, as they put it, the 13 EMA needs to cross over the 50-day, all right? The 50 EMA right there, okay? At that same token, look at these 3 vector candles. Could we return price back to these zones? We will only know when they play the formation. So now it's called sitting tight. Yeah? In terms of price projections, the 50-day is what I'm looking for. The 50 EMA is what I'm looking for right now. I'm expecting or anticipating price to come back into that zone only if this zone holds. Because you've got 1 pin to the low, 2, 3 pins to the low. Yeah? They're working the lows. Why have they not allowed price to go down any lower? The thing is, how are they setting up price for the Asian session? Remember, vector 1, 2, and 3, they got longs at lower prices. Are they going to see Asia come in and Asia's going to bring price back up? They could bring price back up to the 50 and then collapse back down again. If we consider where we are in the cycle on the M formation, let's look. We've got the 3 pins to the high. Sorry, we've got this head and shoulders formation. All right. Or it could be deemed as a variation of an M. Okay. Now, if we consider this, I'm considering this as the shoulder. All right. So 1, 2, 3, M formation up here. All right. Now drop, rise, level 1, drop, level 2. Okay. Now, if we are going to expect a level 3, the only reason why I believe that this will become a peak formation setup is because we have sold off extensively from this high down to here. We are in the presence of a lot of vector candles. That doesn't mean that just because they've sold off here, or should I say they've obtained longs at lower prices here, means that they're not going to continue to do that. Granted, they could actually send price lower, then form another formation below the moving average, all right, and then move back up. But for the way I'm looking at it right now, it looks like Bitcoin is going to be holding this zone, okay? We will know their intention when they start to move price ever so slightly back to the upside and effectively close above the true psychological low of the range that was set on Sunday. All right. Is everyone on the same page? Are we okay? Are we all there? I have not looked at the comments, guys. And you know what? I'm only going to be paying attention to the comments. You know, only if there's relevant things. I just want to make sure you're getting this information. Tina, I don't think you should avoid talking about bear market if the daily moves towards the 200 minute isn't going to change the way you trade daily. Look, Petro, bear market, bull market, up or down, it doesn't matter, okay? We base our decisions on what the market maker's going to do at a focal point in the chart, all right? Right now, we are at a 800 EMA, all right, on the hourly. That's where we are, which is a 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, okay? The last time Bitcoin hit the 200 EMA on the 4 hourly, she went on to go and make massive gains. right? The last time she did this behavior on the 800 EMA, she went on to make massive gains, all right? Depending on which time frame you're looking at. We are trying to establish, are we at that point again? All right? The bear market will effectively kick in if they completely attack the 200 EMA on the 4 hourly, which is the 800 EMA on the 50 on the hourly, sorry. All right? But until we get into that scenario, yeah, there's no point trying to work out if we're going to trade that or not. Right now, as short-term day traders, my interest is determining whether or not Bitcoin has found its true zone to move price higher. That's all we can do. We can't think about the future, right, on a chart, because we don't know where it's going to go. All we have is what we see. When we see them do something, we react to it. That's how I'm saying. We are reactors. We're pattern watchers. We see the pattern play out. We play it. We pay to play. We move when they move. Whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend, bull, bear, whatever. Yeah? A trader has no interest on what the sentiment is. All right? He will know the sentiment when he understands how the market works. All right? If the market makers are pushing price down, the marketplace sees the market as a bearish cycle. Well, all it is just market makers are taking advantage of people's sentiment so they can be the guys buying all the time. Why? Ask yourself this question. Why do bear markets last? And why do bull markets last? Yeah? You think everybody's coming to their charts and selling all the time? Nah, man. There are people that are selling. In order for them to sell, they need people to buy. And who's buying? The market maker, right? He decides when the bear market's over. He decides when the bull market is over. When he stops buying and selling, that's when you get a change in your trend. Yeah, they say follow, your trend is your friend. Man, that trend, you have to make sure he is your friend in the first place. Don't think he's going to be your friend. What's going on, guys? No worries, man. All right, then. So I'm just going to get myself a quick drink. All right. Literally just going to drink some water. I'm going to come back to it. Nah. Listen, Adrian, the market maker, he's not don't call him that. He's good. All right. He's good. Elias, listen, make sure whatever format you have your chart on right now, right click, go to save template. All right. Where is it? Template. Go to save template and it should work for you there. Okay. It should be to do with the tools as well. It should be to do with the tools. Charts. Trying to work out where it is. It should be to do with the template, my friend. How you doing, Merlin? Been a long time. I know, Adrian. It's all good. Okay. All right, cool. Let me get this drink. 2 minutes. Alright, cool. Turn the music down. Alright, then. Let's have a look at what you guys have been saying. Six for six, bang out the zone, well done. I'm all good, Merlin, I'm all good. I think Tokyo will do one more fake to the downside before sending price up. Okay, okay. Dachunda, how you doing? Yep, I'm going to look at Ethereum now. I mean, I don't know what you're saying there, bro, on OBS. I'm sure Mike knows that. Do you think market makers would push us below 53? Guys, come away from the understanding of price. You don't care about price. You trade the move. Yeah? Because when you start thinking 53, imagine hundreds and thousands of other people thinking 53. Market maker then says, everybody thinks that price is going to go to 53. So that means there are orders at 53. Let's send it down there, spike that place, and then return price back up. Yeah? Got to be careful. If people understood that, how they feel about price in terms of its value, like do they think price will go to 51, 52, 53? You know, these market makers, they have the algorithms that scour the internet, right? That take the conversations from people, what hashtags are being played. Literally, it goes that deep, all right? Here's an example. News announcements, all right? You think they wait for the news announcement to come out and then they make a trade? No. They've got algorithms that trigger orders that work out from the keywords that are mentioned in these results, okay? And they can work it. It's so weird, man. Like when you look into it, right? How are orders filled when non-farm payroll comes out? Because just notice how they read those results. All the analysts that, you know, read the results out, right? You know, Forex Squirk, and when you have these premium services that read the results, all right? The algorithms pick up those, the tones, everything, the keywords that are used, okay? And then it's instantly translated into price, all right? And when you notice, when you come onto IC markets, when the news releases, all right, remember there's always a time delay. You'll see price freeze, all right? And then you'll see an influx of orders, and that's what's going to trigger price going up and down, up and down. It's crazy, man. When you see it happening, it is crazy. Yeah? All right, then, cool. Here we go. So we pretty much know where we are with Bitcoin, guys. All right, we know where we at. We're just waiting for Bitcoin now to really let us know that it's found the low. All right, because yes, it is a Wednesday today, but we've seen midweek reversals happen on Thursdays. They can happen on Fridays. All right, it's all down to when the market maker decides that he's happy to move price out of the zone that he's been currently working. Let's jump to Ethereum, 15-minute time frame. Beautiful. This is why I like to trade Ethereum, all right? I think she's the only coin, I think, that trades. She's a smooth trader, yeah? She's smooth in the way she delivers the print of the candle. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. Bitcoin's chaotic, but Ethereum is smart. That's what I like about Ethereum. that to me is, I mean, that is a beautiful W formation. She's already coming above the 50 EMA on the 15 minute, the 800 EMA on the 15 minute, which is the 200 on the hourly. So let's bring up the hourly. Look at that, man. That is perfect, right? Ethereum on your short list today, yeah? Oh man, if PC Shed is short in Ethereum, I ain't gonna be looking about her going up or not, man. She's a smooth trade. Yeah, all right, man. Who cares, man? You know, I'll just lose my shit, man. I'll lose my words. So what? All right, cool. Ethereum, exactly the same as Bitcoin, guys. Look, vector 1, 2, and 3, forming at the 200 EMA. We got 1 pin to the low, 2. It's a very tight W formation. Okay, it's a very tight one. But price is now coming above the 13 EMA. It needs to close above it. The 5 needs to cross above the 13, and price needs to close above those two moving averages as a signal for us to potentially be going back to the 50 EMA. If price gets to the 50 EMA, pulls back, forms a true second leg, because look, yes, this is a W formation. We're not going to hide from the fact that that is a W formation, all right? But what we could see is Ethereum could come back up to the 200 EMA, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly, all right? And then it could come back down and form the true second leg, yeah? Because right now, we've not actually seen price come back to, you know, any of the main moving averages, all right? Yes, it's at the 200, but it hasn't come back to the 50 to tell us on whether or not it's got the strength to continue higher, all right? But then what? Here's the beauty of projection, guys. Look at this, all right? Let's assume, all right, that the 15-minute time frame, let's assume that this is a W formation. Well, if price comes back, all right, and rejects this moving average here, all right, we effectively have this. So we remove that. We remove that line. We bring this away. And we use that point as the main point for a W. Yeah? That's based on it coming back to the 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. We would want it to come back down and then rise out. Yeah? But again, if price comes back down and forms a base here, we could have ourselves an inverted head and shoulders, which is a variation of a W. Okay? So we need to see if that will happen. Right? Jump down to the 1 hour time frame. Price will either come up here, come back down, and hold this zone, which would effectively give us the true W formation. So right now, if I remove these lines here, we are effectively working our way back up to the 50 EMA. What am I expecting? Simple. I'm expecting price to come back from that point, test this area, and then bounce back up. That's what we're waiting for, guys. Yeah? That's just a way of trying to understand whether or not a W is going to play out. All right? You need to work, because we are right now in the first leg, and it's starting to starting to hold out right here. All right? We haven't seen price go up. We haven't seen it go down. It's just stuck in this zone. So we are still in the first leg. What do we need? Price needs to come back up and test the 50 EMA. If it comes to that point, rejects it and pulls back, it has to pull back but stay above this area. If we do get the pullback and price holds in this area, we would have effectively had the 3 pins to the low. All right? And that's effectively where I ideally want price to go. But the exercise that I'm doing here, guys, is the projection. All right? All I can do now is either take a screen print, leave it and let's see how price plays out. And then it's going to install more learning in my mind and of the strategy. It tells me, have I understood the concept of the formation at this point in time? All right. Because every W is different. Every M is different. All right. Now, looking at Ethereum, okay, if this W fails, okay, we will look at and see if this M formation up here, or this head and shoulders up here, is going to play out. Because if this M pattern up here plays, then this retrace down and retrace back to the 50. If price collapses, if price drops from this point and continues and takes out this zone, we would have effectively been in level 1, drop to the downside. All right, which means that we are expecting another 2 cycles to the downside, which will take us down to the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame, which is the 200 EMA on the 4 hourly. All right, so it's really this is where we are right now. How many times have you guys seen in the streams, yeah, where we're at an M formation and a W happens straight away? Yeah, it all depends on the strength of this move. Do they favor higher prices? We are operating at highs right now. All right, there are too many instances that we can work out whether or not our trade is going to be good to the upside or the downside. And the great thing is, right, we have plenty of time to determine whether or not we need to place a trade. All right, because think about it like this. If this M formation up here turns out to be a valid M and price is locked in. Now, when I say price locks in the formation, it means it has effectively formed the first level, retraced back to the zone and come away from it. That's when the formation is locked. All right. So the only way I'm going to know if this pattern's going to play out or if this pattern's going to play out is this. If price comes up to the 50 EMA, pulls back and breaks this zone right here and continues lower, I'm effectively going to be trading the level 1 breakout. Now, you can trade the level 1 development. There's nothing stopping you from trading, all right, the first pull back to the 50 EMA. There's nothing wrong with that, all right, but you have to be careful. How do we know it's going to continue back to the 50? The principle of the pattern tells us that if market makers have been building longs on the way down, they've been encouraging guys to go short, which means that they need to take the stops from the guys that went short. There are guys that are still short right now. Market makers are trying to get them to believe that they're holding this zone to send price lower. They're just gathering contracts. Retail traders are building more shorts in this zone because they think it's going to continue lower. All right. We are near enough above the psychological low for the week by Ethereum. They are holding above the psychological low. That is critical right now. So we're adding up the confluences. 200 EMA, psychological low. Price right now is trying to close above the 5 and the 13 EMA. Okay, we are at the M0 point. We really want price to go above the M1 point. We've got previous positions being built here. Yeah, we are operating at our highs. Everything is stacked towards the upside. But, and only but, we will only know when the market maker moves. And this is why projection is important with this strategy, guys. Because you train your mind to understand. You are effectively managing expectations without having an expectation. All right? Projection is effectively expectation covered up. All right? You're avoiding the emotional attachment of an expectation by saying there's a projection, because a number of things can happen and it can go against you or it can go for you and you're okay with it. That's the key thing. Yeah? Millionaire mentality. Hey bro, can you check the daily candle? There is a huge W forming. I mean, there probably is a huge W forming. All right? But I'm not interested in the W on the hour, on the daily time frame. Yeah? Who cares about it, man? Do you know how long it's going to take for a W to form on a daily time frame? Man, I ain't got the patience for it. Sorry, my brother. I ain't got the patience to even look at it. Because the moment I bring it up on this chart, it's going to take me about 15 minutes to actually zoom into it. Here we go. Nah, forget that. No way. I ain't going to look at that W up there. Granted, my friend, it may be visible to you, okay? Happy days if it is. Why? Because you can have W's on dailies, on monthlies, on weeklies, on 4 hours, 1 hours, 15, 1 minute, 5 seconds, you know, tick charts. They are all over the place because the pattern itself is psychological. People watch price down to the finest time frame. All right? They bring it up, they bring it down. That's it. There's no two ways about it. The 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame is suited for a short-term day trading strategy. I personally use the 1 minute, 5 and the 15-minute time frame, but I keep an eye on the hourly to determine momentum on the open of a new hour candle. Where is it opening at? Is it coming away from a moving average? Is it at a psychological high or low? All right. Guys, if you do see a pattern somewhere, take a screenshot of it. All right. Put it in your files or save it in your computer. Come back to it. That's the only way you're going to learn this game, guys. Don't tell me you see a W formation. Happy days. If you see it, great. Let's see it play out. Come back to me when you said to me, Tino, I took a picture of it here and this is what happened afterwards. What did you understand from it, my friend? I read it correctly. I understood that because this pattern came XYZ, when you project the move before it happens, you're solidifying the understanding of the strategy. Is that not what you guys want? Don't you want to know how to read these patterns? It's evident. PC Shed made 200K in 1 day by using these patterns. He understands it. He's been training his eyes to see the pattern. You guys, see a pattern, draw it out. Don't have to trade it. Apply the theory by practicing. Project, project, project. I'm telling you, that's all you need to do. Because you go over this mental thinking in your mind and you say, okay, cool. First leg, retrace down to the downside. Happy days, vector 1, 2, and 3. I've got it. Okay, I'm anticipating price now to form a base, come back to the 50-day moving average. If it comes back to the 50 and then retraces and continues down, all right, I need to make sure that the second leg doesn't take out the first leg. All right, if it doesn't take out the first leg and then I'm anticipating price to shift out of the zone, I'm going to be ready to place my advanced entry at this point here. Okay, that's what we're looking at. That is fundamentally what we're waiting for, but we have to wait for confirmation. All right. If now when you take a picture of it and then you come back to it after a couple of hours or so and you see that the pattern didn't play out and it went up to the 50 and then continued to the downside, well, because you pulled up your projection and you said, right, this could be an M. If it doesn't play out to the upside from the second leg, it would then effectively test the 50 and continue back down and take this zone. We are effectively in level 1 cycle to the downside. That means we understand that we could be in line for another 2 more cycles to the downside. And with that being said, you're effectively sending price down to the 800 EMA on the hourly. Does everybody get my Tokyo drift? Man, that took me for 6, that did. My days. There's a W on the 50-year chart. Yeah, he did get his question answered. Massive M on the 1 minute time frame would definitely go into 30K. That's funny, man. Oh shit, man. Gene, if you're using MT4, all you need to do is double click the moving average itself. Okay, if you've got the indicators, right, and go to the styles, make sure you're using the thinnest line on the width and then the star will present itself and you've got dotted lines right there. All right. Cool. Right. Pre-recorded. Invest the retraced, then put yourself into crypto storage. You cyberbullied that guy. Nah, man, I ain't bully him, man. Well, you know what? Yeah, that's how you learn. Because I'm not teaching out of contempt. I'm not teaching because I hate. I don't want you guys to succeed. I'm teaching because, I've got a passion for this shit, man. You guys have got the information. It's in the previous streams. I'm just relaying it over and over again to all of you. Anybody new to the channel, go back and look at the previous streams because it's the only way you're going to learn. All right? Go and take any course out there. It's all done in hindsight, right? They say, oh, this is where you could have entered. This is where you could have exited. This is where you could have, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Fuck that. We're not interested in that. We're interested in understanding the theory, the concept in real time. Because that's how you're going to understand whether a pattern's going to play out or not. Real time is what you need. Look, right now we see the first leg of a W formation. We're expecting price to retrace back to the 50, come back down, not take out the previous first leg, rise, shift candle, coming out of the zone, getting ready to take out 2100 or, the 2088 on the pivot, average daily range high, happy days. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. You're only going to learn that if you see it play out in real time. If you go back in the charts and say, here you go, here's a W formation, all right, what you need to do is you need to wait for price to come down to the bottom of the first leg, come back to the 50, make sure that doesn't go back that previous zone right there, and then it should come out, happy days. Learn that pattern back to back, happy days. Draw it on your fridge, see it before you go to bed at night, happy days, all right? That's the BS way of learning, guys. You can't really regurgitate something in hindsight too much, unless it's factual, all right? Unless you're studying biology, because that is factual right there. The heart is the heart, end of. There's nothing more to it, all right? But when you're learning something that is continuously evolving and changing, why? Because not everyone shares the same value of price. No one shares the same pattern. No one trades the same time frame. No one puts the same amount of money down. It's in your favor to be trading and learning in real time because you then apply the concept accordingly. All right. That's why I don't know, man. That's how I feel about it, man. That is exactly how I feel about it, man. I'll have a look at that. Bang out the zone. Oh, you can't see them. Sorry, man. All right, if you want to, okay, so if you want to really do that, okay, let me see. Can you see the menu here? You can't see the menu. Right, okay, cool. All you need to do is I'm going to have to do a video, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, true. Scott G. Yeah, you can't trade with your heart. Yeah, you have to trade with your head. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? But if you apply your heart to understanding the concept, then you'll understand. You guys are only going to take me seriously if I'm not aggressive towards you, but I emphasize what I'm trying to say. I'll say it again. Gary Vaynerchuk, he said it. If I tell you that I care about you and I just simply say I care about you, you'll be like, yeah, he's a nice guy. But if I turn around and say I give a fuck about you, you're going to take me seriously. Yeah, you're going to appreciate and say, yeah, this guy does care about me, man. Yeah? What's going on? Can't say your name. Sevatoslav. About the psychological high and low. These are the highs and lows in the beginning of the week. When does the beginning of the week? Okay, so the psychological high and the psychological low is formed at 12 a.m. GMT every Sunday. The psychological high is the first high of the session, and the psychological low is the first low of the session from 12 a.m. GMT. Yeah? The second leg of the M or W, does it tell us anything special? Of course it does. Golden hue, you know. The second leg of the M and the W, it tells us this. The psychology behind a W and an M formation is simple. Market makers trap the retail trader into the belief that price is dropping. In order for the market maker to induce his longs, to get his longs filled at lower prices, he has to create the illusion of a drop in price. Yeah? So he does that with these vector candles. How many people are watching 50 EMAs? How many people have got EMAs all over the place? 21 day, 30 day, 5, 6, rainbows all across their charts. When you see a big candle like this, you know you're triggering one of those moving averages, and you know you're getting an order from someone because there's someone that's going to trade the break of those EMAs. All right? That's what is achieved by this candle right here. They break lower. Okay? They continue. They take out the previous session low. Happy days. Retail traders committed. Bang, he's gone short. Wicked. Retail traders making money. It's just about to break the 200 EMA. Bang, it goes down even lower. The retail trader is buzzing. He's in a profit. He doesn't care now. He's lost a load of money before, but this position now is playing out in his favor. He's the top trader. Happy days. It even goes even lower. The retail trader's thinking, you know what? I'm going to stack up on my positions because there's no way it's going to continue back up. Then before you know it, market maker says, okay, we've got the liquidity we need. Let's send it back up and take out the stops from those dumb idiots who put stops because that's what people tell them to do. Bang, price retraces back up, takes out the stops, hits the liquidity. Market maker starts opening his longs, realizing a profit on the way back up. All right, now it's holding them in this zone. Market maker needs to make the guys believe in this area here that there's another opportunity to go short. So what does he do? He knows that the retail trader watches these moving averages. He's going to send price back up to the moving average. He's going to hit this zone, all right, and he's going to retrace away from it. That's only if he does it. If it's in line with what he does with a W formation, he will bring price back up to here because he could actually continue all the way up from here. All right. But if he brings it to the 50, brings it back one more time, he's triggering more shorts in this area because there were guys who missed out on the opportunity here. There's another opportunity for them to buy the retrace, buy the dip. Yeah. All right. Comes back down, doesn't take any previous lows down here. Market maker then steps in with a shift candle, shifting out of the zone, moves price up, completely annihilates everyone in this area. All right? That's what you understand about. That's how it works. He wears flip-flops all day long. Peter Storms, I'm glad you made a boring trade, man. If you made a boring trade, that means you weren't emotional. That means you were in profit. That means you applied what you understood about this strategy and won. Happy days. Just reading the comments here, man. Wow, some of the stuff that people are saying. What makes the current picture an advanced entry? What is considered confirmation? I assume price needs to close above the 50 EMA on the 15 plus 1 hour on the close above the 50. Look, listen, you will only know, okay, if the advanced entry is going to be valid or not when you see the candle shifting out of the zone. That's when you see it. It needs to shift out of the zone, all right? Let me just look at Euro USD for a split second for my guy bang out the zone. And then we'll start looking at another coin. Dollar yen looks like she's going to come back up. Look at gold, guys, by the way. Look what gold did. Completely saturated that previous zone. Who was in last night's stream? Who was in last night's stream? TN Lights, 46 out of 52. Well done, TN. Well done, my man. That is awesome. Yep, there you go. This is what I mean about the candlesticks. If price is somewhat close near to them, you can guarantee that they're going to send price in that direction again. Yeah, because it's liquidity for them. Yeah, the moving averages are extended. Price breaks down below the 5 and the 13 EMA. There you go. Your entry was there. You would have been able to capitalize on that. Yes, Patreon. Pray, I can't even say that, man. Right, is someone having a problem with the way I'm talking on here? Boy, if you're don't be upset with the way I'm coming across, guys. Please forgive me, but I'm passionate about this, and me being like this is the easier way of learning. You want to come to the marketplace and lose a ton of money? You can learn that way if you want. Leave the stream. Happy days. Yeah? Don't confuse my passion for this game as me being rude, you know, or pompous in any shape or form, guys. I'm trying to get you guys to understand this game. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I know you guys understand. I know. It's all good. Guacaholic, man. Look, man, listen. If your teacher doesn't feel good or love what he teaches, how on earth are you gonna learn, man? What are you gonna get from that? Come on. Yeah? Let's look at Euro USD. Okay, then. 3 days away from the peak formation. What was your question? Bang out. Am I looking? I'm seeing rise level 3 ending, M forming, drop coming, seeing it on the 1 and the 15 minute. Let's see. Okay then. Are you seeing the M formation? Well, I'll tell you what. You may be correct there, my friend. Why? 3 days away from the peak formation. Average daily range is effectively times 3. That means it's extended. 2.8. 3 times means that it's achieved its weekly move to the upside. What do we know? W formation, rise level 1, right? Rise level 2, rise level 3, peak formation. We are waiting for the M pattern to play out. Congratulate yourself, bang out the zone. You are understanding it. That's only if it plays out. We are at the 800 EMA right here, all right? Which is the 200 day on the 4 hourly, all right? So we need to wait and see if this pattern plays out. All right. But even if it doesn't play out, my friend, your projection of it is good, because this could be an extension. We could get another move to the upside before it forms the M pattern. Yeah. Remember, you can always have a variation of the level 1 and level 3. Level 1 and level 3 are the most difficult to pin down, because it's where price is at its choppiest, it's most aggressive, and it's always there to throw you off. Level 2 is easy. All right. Once you form level 1, price rises up. Level 2 is easy, man. Level 2 is easy. Let's have a look. Ethereum. Whoa. Ethereum moving up. Happy days. What do we understand? Ethereum is moving up. She has effectively formed what this looks like. Support at the psychological low right there. Bitcoin, where's she at? Bitcoin starting to hold out. Are we witnessing a pattern formation in real time? Yeah, are we witnessing it? Chris, the best way to understand when price shifts out of the zone is you need to understand the general psychology of the pattern. If they've been trapping guys to go short, which means they've been building their longs at lower prices, all right? When they start to shift out of the zone, it has to be an aggressive move. Why? Because if they allow price to stay in that zone any longer, it means that the retail trader is effectively going to realize a return on his investment. And the market maker ain't in this game for that. He ain't no charity. He's a charity to himself. All right? That's how it works. Okay? Now remember, guys, this zone right here, all right, as much as we are waiting for a pattern, we have to be okay with the concept that the market maker could actually collapse price down. he could actually bring price down lower one more time and test the 800 EMA, all right? Which would extend the whole pattern. Yeah? So you always got to be prepared for the worst. Always remember, the market maker can change it up as much as he wants. We move when he moves. We commit our monies when it's time for him to see a profit, right? When he pays himself, that's when we get in. Because it takes a little while for him to pay himself. Remember, he's been building millions and millions of dollars worth of contracts in these zones right here, right? You think he's just going to get it achieved in one candle unless there's some wild news announcements, all right? Remember that. Always remember that. Darkness Hype. Sorry, let me see. Darkness Hype. Where's your donation, bro? It hasn't come up yet. Wait a second. Darkness Hype. Darkness Hype. I hate it when it does that. Why? Darkness Hype. Sorry, what was your question, man? Shit. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Can you look at BTT USDT? Yeah, I'm going to look at the altcoins in a bit, my friend. I'll keep an eye on that for you. I'll make sure we've got that up. I will have a look at that for you, my friend. Don't worry. BTT USD. Let me get my little pen out. Let me draw that shit on my board. BTT USDT. Happy days. All right then, cool. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Let's just pay attention to what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. Let's have a look. Ah, it's so nice. Here we go. Now, what I don't like, right? Okay, look at this. Now, price is above the 5 and the 13 EMA. Price needs to close above this 50 EMA, which is only the 13-day EMA on the hourly. Don't think this 50 EMA is an authority. On the 15-minute time frame, yes, if you trade only off the 15-minute and the cycle is determined off the 15-minute time frame, which is something you can do, all right, then your 50 EMA is a strong area of support when it breaks, but it can also be a strong resistance point, all right? But just look, guys, you can see that we are right now approaching the psychological low on Bitcoin. That is a huge area. This is a huge area right now, guys. We are going to understand the market maker's intention. See, look, you can see this W formation on Bitcoin right now. Come back to the 50, retrace, come up. How long will this move happen? Who knows? Ideally, if hypothetically people were to realize an entry at some point, okay, and try and trade the shift out of this zone, okay, it may not last long. You have to remember that, because it's a small W within a bigger pattern, or it's not even a completed pattern. That's what you've got to understand. But you will only understand if you effectively apply what you've understood about this strategy. You're not going to know if you don't pay to play. But the problem is, people want to commit a large sum of money in the first instance and go on a mad 100x leverage, because they think that all because the pattern's presented itself, I need to get paid off it now. Doesn't work like that. The whole point is to stay in the game, not about leaving it as soon as possible. There are no accolades for losing as quick as you can. If you want to be that guy, 100x your account and then happy days. All right? You have to be careful. You know, this game is about survival. Straight up, man. $80% profit. Happy days. I have forgotten to vape, my friend, and the battery's out. Mad days. I'm going to look at Binance. Don't worry about that. Okay, then. Yep, I'll have a look at that in a sec, guys. I'm just waiting to see what Bitcoin and Ethereum do, man. It's really important we pay attention to what they're doing right now. Here we go. Is this the hourly? Yeah, it's the hour on Ethereum. I need to bring the hour, the 15-minute time frame on Ethereum. Here we go. Right, Ethereum now has come above. Nice. Here she goes. Ideally, you want to see Ethereum hit the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly. Anybody that's new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to subscribe. Happy days. Where are my likes at, by the way? Come on, man. We haven't hit 1,000 likes in 2 days. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, that's your currency, really. That's all I ask for. J-Red, I'll look at that. No worries. Soul Extender. Bloomberg projected 400k Bitcoin for this year. I mean, wow. Just by, I mean, look at that. Look at that for credibility of information, how people are receptive to it. Bloomberg says projection of 400k Bitcoin. I mean, what does that mean? It means that people are going to be stepping into Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're just going to be sucking up all the coin as much as they can. Even if you hold the most minimal amount of Bitcoin, it's still going to be deemed as a great return if it does hit 400k. Yeah? Yeah, we're probably going to be hitting Switch soon. Probably going to hit Switch. We're going to be going on to crypto platforms as well. It's all good. 10 market makers dislike the video. Happy days, man. It's all good. We can't keep everyone happy, man. As long as we hit 1,000 likes, happy days. Dichunda, listen. The 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, this white line here, is the 50 EMA on the hourly, so be careful. Josh, I'll check it out for you, man. Don't worry. I'm going to look at the altcoins in a sec. It's just we've got Sydney opening in less than 10 minutes. All right? I want to see Sydney's open. And once that happens, I'm going to get a quick drink. And then we can look at some altcoins and get set up for Tokyo's open. And then once Tokyo opens, I'll be ending the stream then. Because I've got to get an early night. Because it's my little lady's birthday. That's very true. God, everyone is gaining, man. My days. Everyone is killing it. It was hard to hit that game. Why is it hard to hit the like, man? It's free of charge. It costs nothing. You're getting information. You're getting information that's killing it for you. A like is nothing. What does taking profits intelligently entail? If I invest 2k and trying to get 25% profit, do I sell 500 and leave the other 2k or all of the 2.5k? The most intelligent way to pay yourself is most likely to pay yourself. That's the obvious. You know, don't confuse it. Pay yourself when you realize a profit because it wasn't a profit in the first place. Yeah? Take the money. If someone comes up to you and no, the Instagram trade has not, the Instagram challenge has not ended. It's rolling over, guys. Get to the Instagram challenge. All right. The Instagram challenge is you need to take a picture of the pattern, however you decide to do the pattern. I've had people draw the pattern on beaches. I've had them do it on their scooters, engrave it on guitars. I like the guitar ones, man, because I've been playing guitar for 18 years. I love the guitar ones. All right. And, you know, wherever you are, people have already tattooed the pattern. I'm getting the pattern and the logo tattooed at the end of April because I agreed that if the Discord collectively had earned above $500,000, I would get the tattoo. And, I mean, PC Shed flipped 200k in one day. So, yeah, we are at nearly $1 million, guys. We are at nearly $1 million collectively from this stream by just talking about these W's and M's. That is it. All right. People are understanding it. I mean, people are coming up. I made 35%. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. You know, people talking 35%, 10%, 50%, 200%. Let's add it all up, guys. I mean, come on. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you follow, make sure you tag me in the Instagram contest. All right? Because I will then attach them to my highlights so you can have a look at what guys have been doing, man. Well done, Smoking Joe. That's freeing your mind and clearing it, man. Yeah, yeah, PC Shed started with £8,000. What did PC use to invest to get 200k? The guy ripped it with 8 grand. That's how you do it. Do guitar solo intermissions. I should do that, actually. I'd be happy to do that. 10k this week. Wow. I mean, guys, you've killed it. You've absolutely ripped it, guys. Be proud of yourselves. Thank you very much, Viola. Thank you so much. That's awesome. There's no stupid question, Rick. When trading, do you start your day with a buy and end with a sell? I don't even know if I should leave my money in crypto or USDT, for example. Look, it's not as simple as do I start off with a buy and then sell. That means I'm holding for the whole day on one position. I could take numerous positions. I mean, for example, PC Shed could take about 50, 60 trades in a day. That's exactly what I'd be doing. That's how many trades I'm looking at doing every single day, near enough. Only if I've got the opportunities to do so. Yes, San, I know the Elliott wave principle. This system effectively incorporates the Elliott wave, the Wyckoff method, but there's more to it. Yeah, it's all about the psychology of the strategy, understanding where the market makers are sending the retail traders. Remember, yeah, retail traders react to movements, and market makers can exploit that and get their orders filled from the hype, from the fear, from the greed, from the anxiety, from the stress, from the dreams. The guys that want to buy cars, watches, women, you name it. All right? People come into this game emotionally charged. I don't blame you. It's the hardest, easiest way to make money. Do you understand that? Say that to yourself. You're in the industry and you're trying to understand an industry where it's the hardest, easiest way to make money. That just makes you think twice. Yeah? You can make 10 grand in one day, in one trade, in 1 hour, in 1 minute. You can't blame people coming into this game and being excited about what they could buy with their money that they make. Yeah? Links are in the description if you're looking for anything related to the channel, guys. 19k in 5 weeks, earned 51 as a platter last year. Okay. Wow. Well done. Feel like I understand the whole pattern watching, and then I'll get a trade and everything starts going wrong. Louis, repetition, repetition. Keep practicing, man. Keep practicing. This is it. Give me a 1, guys, if you feel confident about this strategy in yourself. Do you feel that you understand the strategy yourself? All right? Give me a 1. Give me a 2 if you don't. $27k, that's crazy. Yeah, we've hit the million, man. We must have hit a million. Okay. Okay. I'll see where we at. All right. For the guys that are the 1s, well done. All right. The guys that are the 2s, all I can say to you is focus on just, you don't have to absorb all the information. Do you understand? Take bits of it, apply it, build a sample size, then come back to the drawing board and say, okay, I understand what the W is. I understand what the first leg of the W is. I get why it goes back to the 50 EMA, and then I get why it pulls back and forms the second leg above the first leg. All right. If I make an advanced entry on the completion of that W formation, all right, I'm going to see if I understand it, and I'm going to place trades purely on that basis. I'm going to forget about everything else. So I'm only going to be looking for W's. Remember, the smaller the W's, the sooner that they're going to play out, the sooner they could fail as well. All right? The bigger the W, the bigger the accumulation, the bigger the manipulation, the bigger the move out of the zone. All right? That's what you have to understand. Give yourself a fighting chance. 4 minutes till Sydney. 8 minutes, sorry, because of the time difference. Listen, the cycle 1, all right, and level 1 and level 3 are the hardest ones. All right? Well done, Burger Bar. They're the hardest zones to work out. Keep coming back and watching the streams. You're seeing the patterns play out. Yeah? Fast forward them. Just watch how they play out, man. It's all there. Hey, Adriana, how you doing? This daily W took 27 days. See what I mean, bro? It still formed, but it took 27 days. Bro, are you in the game to be chilling for 27 days? Man, you know, it's a long time, bro. But what are you, a day trader or a pattern trade, an investor or a position trader? A position, someone who effectively waits for long times to play out, a long time. Okay, the reason why your emotions get the best of you is you're either scared that the pattern doesn't play out and you're scared that your analysis is flawed, or you're scared to admit that your understanding of the strategy is not right, or you're using too much leverage. Remember, leverage, the way you can understand leverage is this. Can you open a trade on leverage and go to sleep at night and not really care about it? Wake up in the morning and your account is still fine, even though it had a massive fluctuation against you. Yep. Does holding help or harm the market maker? Nah, because at one point your trade is going to close. All right, if it's in red, it's going to close. If it's in your favor, the swap that you pay, all right, is going to eat away at your profits. Remember that, man. The more money and the longer that money is in this market, happy days for the market maker. No, I don't suggest the 1 minute time frame for a beginner. No. Get used to waiting for the pattern to play out. All right? Get used to it. So stick to the 15-minute time frame. All right? Because if you haven't got the patience to wait for a 15-minute time frame, the 1 minute time frame is going to print off a hell of a lot more W's and you won't know which one to take. All right? You'll be going left and right all the time. Okay? Sydney's just about to open. 5 more minutes till the new candle. Cookie Monster, if it was only that simple. If it was only that simple, man. Yeah? Okay then, so let's start talking. Sydney's about to open. The W formation on Bitcoin looks like it's starting to play out. All right, both Bitcoin and Ethereum have come away and they are above or working their 13 EMA moving averages. All right, we're going to see if Sydney's going to do anything for us. Sydney's effectively open right now. Can you believe it? Operating at the highs, man. And they're holding these zones. Let's see what Sydney does. Tokyo could step in and completely wreck it all up for us. But we found support at the true psychological low in this area here. Ethereum is now testing. It's actually above the psychological low for the week. So there's a lot of activity happening right here. Build their positions below key notable areas and close them with force above later on. All right? We're going to know what we're going to do in this area right here once the market's effectively open. 4 minutes. To Tokyo. I mean, Tokyo. God, Tokyo's going to be interesting, guys. Tokyo is going to be interesting. Who's got their name changed? Love Tino. That's crazy. Yeah, the 15-minute time frame based on your 30-second time frame is like the daily to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah. And guys, remember, yeah, the market doesn't close and it will never go away. So you can spend as much time as you want learning this strategy. The only way you're going to learn it is if you project. Go back in time and have a look. All right. Then come back in real time, draw a pattern, see how it plays out. Yeah. Let's have a look at a bit of Forex. Let's see where we are in Forex. There we go, starting to play out there. Let me see dollar yen. Oh, come on. Are you going to work your way back up, dollar yen? Let me see Kiwi yen. I know we got a projection there. Oh, wow. Look at that. That played out beautifully. Remember last night's stream, guys? Yeah? Huh? Where did it go? There we go. Remember last night's stream? Rise, retrace, rise, retrace. Didn't even retrace, man. It just completely collapsed. Took out the previous zone right there. Happy days to the T right there. That is crazy. Right at the tip right there, man. That is nuts. Look at that shit right there. How does that happen? My God. Previous zone right there. Jesus, man. That is crazy. What else have we got? What else did we look at? GBP USD, yeah. Oh my God. Who was in last night's stream? Who was in last night's stream for GBP USD? I quit, man. I need to stop. I quit. I completely quit this game. I can't keep doing that to people, man. I can't do that. Oh my days. Go and watch last night's stream. Please watch last night's stream because I explained to you the understanding of this move by GBP USD. Okay? That is nuts, man. Oh my God. This is why I trade Forex, guys. The pattern is perfect. Why? Because they've got an ADR. They've got eyes watching them. The IMF is on these guys' ass like no tomorrow. You can't move price out of a zone. You will collapse the market. There's $6.5 trillion being turned over every day in Forex. It has to be watched. They can do whatever they want within their ADR. All right? Go above it, mess it up. Ain't going to be good for you. Let's look at the ADR for the week, for the day session. From the high down to the low, right there to the end of that session there, 107 pips. Its average daily range is 93, and they exceeded it by at least 10, 12 pips. They've had to bring it. They've got to bring it back into the zone, man. Otherwise, the IMF is going to be on their ass. Did you take that, doll boy? Well done, man. Well done, my friend. Oh, PC, man, please. Make your way to Forex, my friend. There you will have a very interesting time. You will personally get to know what the market maker's like. You'll understand him in that area. That is a crazy projection, guys. Anyone that took that, well done. Happy days, man. That is nuts. Crazy. Go to last night's stream in order for you to understand how this move played out. It will be there, black and white. Take a picture of it now, take a picture, and then look at the previous stream, and I'll talk about it there. Please go and look at it because it gives you the context of the whole move. Okay? Cool. What else have we got? Anyone want anything else? Have I got any other projection points anywhere? I mean, look at that, man. Like GBP Swiss, look at that move. Collapse, 3-peak formation, drop. Okay, so Kiwi dollar is yet to continue down on its break. So we got peak formation. All right, we are expecting price. It needs to actually come back into this zone, although it did see it ever so slightly. All right, but we need to come back down to the 69 bit, ideally, for price to really show me what it's about. That's what we're looking for right there. Dollar's rising. That only tells me one thing. Gold is getting ready to drop. Gold, realistically, should come back and visit the zone. It needs to come back and visit this zone here. It does need to come back. That'll be interesting. What is Ethereum doing? Oh, happy days. No. Bitcoin, ready. Nice. Okay, interesting. Happy days. Where we at? Right, let me just go and get myself some more juice in my pipe. Okay, where we at with our housekeeping? 898. Ugh, ever so close to 1,000. All right then. Yeah, PC Shed is going to remove all liquidity. Sype McG, sorry Tino, but you, MM Crypto, MDX Crypto, The Moon, and Big Boy are all talking shit. The patterns are bollocks. That's a shame you feel that way, my friend. That's a shame, man. Sorry, bro. I can't help you there, man. They do work. They don't work for you. I don't understand. Something's happened for you to actually come on and say that, man. So I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, the patterns don't work, man. They only help. What was that? 200k? PC Shed? 50k? What's his name? 17k? What's his name? Who else is there? Who else is there? My guy. What's his name? 87k. Flipped it. These are all individual people that I'm recalling off that have privately messaged me and says to me, look at this, Tino. And they show me their P&Ls, man. Like, patterns are really bad, aren't they? Ah, never mind. Never mind, eh? All right, then. Let me get myself my juice. And we will carry on looking at what we can see. I'm going to pull up some altcoins as well. So we can then... Dude needs his safe space. Fair enough. He got sucked into the moon hype. That's sad. Oh well. Ah, look, man. I mean, I don't know what BitBoy and MM Crypto have said. Garby, nice to see you, man. Take it easy, bro. Without juice, there's no action. Nah, it's all good, guys. Look at those. That's funny, man. Summarize on Bitcoin. All right, give me 2 minutes. I'll summarize Bitcoin for you in a sec. Let me go and get myself sorted out. Give me 2 minutes, guys. All right, guys. Okay. Scythe, man. McG, listen, this is it. Trading with leverage is crazy. If you want to understand leverage, PC Shed has done a video on that. If you want to understand how to manage 500 to 1 leverage, go into my YouTube channel and you'll find a video on how to grow a small Forex account. All right, go in there and have a look. Yep, managing a 500 to 1 account, turning 125 into 1,000, 700% return in 106 trades. There's a mistake that I talk about on there that you guys can't make. All right, don't make that payment for that mistake. All right, I've done it plenty of times. This is why this channel exists. All right, can you learn from my mistake? Yeah? Can you learn from it? For what is currently going on with Bitcoin, we're waiting for the market maker to move. What does that entail? Could you give us an example of what needs to happen in order for us to move? They need to come out of the zone, my friend. All right? They need to come out of the zone. How do they come out of the zone? Well, let's look at what happened last time. This sort of thing. Yeah? That's what happens when they come out of the zone. An aggressive move out of the W formation. Let's find another W. Here we go. Look at this one. Now, this was news motivated. But remember, if a market maker can take advantage of news coming out, he can move price into a zone and realize a profit quicker. He's going to do it, man. Who cares if it was Coinbase? Who cares if it was Elon? Market maker says, damn, look, we got so much money in here. Let's move. And there you go. Shift out of the zone. All right. Give me another W. Here's another one. W formation. Rise shifting out of the zone. Right. Moving out. Green candle. Moving out. Yeah. That's an example of shifting out of the zone, my friend. Clear this box here. Clear that line there. Tidy up the charts. Okay, we've got Hong Kong. Sorry, we've got Tokyo in less than 45 minutes. I'm going to look over here. Okay, then. I think, you know what, guys? Where are we at right now? I'm going to be kind to you tonight, guys. All right? My advice to you tonight, guys, is to go through the previous streams so that you can understand what is going on. All right? I'm going to look at the altcoins in a second for the guys who've donated. All right? So, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Markel Flower. Found him, that's awesome. As it stands right now, this W formation, it may not be a W. On the 15-minute time frame, it appears to form a W. All right? It looks like a W formation on the 15-minute time frame. All right? But what could happen is price could come up to the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly. Reject it, come back down. All right, so come up, come back down. Okay, when it comes back down on the hour time frame, that would be your second leg. Okay, do you understand that? That would be your second leg. So on the 15-minute, we've effectively formed ourselves the second leg. We can see, look, coming back down. All right. But we need price to come and hit the 50 EMA on the hourly, which is a 15-minute 200 EMA. bounce away from it, come back and test the 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, and then move back to the upside. That's what we're projecting. That's what we need it to do. I mean, I've got Bitcoin at price points of 60 and 70. I got rid of my 70 up there. I need to put my 70 back up there. That's where I've been projecting Bitcoin for a little while now. I'm going for 70 still. I'm still going for 70 Bitcoin. Because they're not giving me a reason to believe that price is going to continue lower. Alright, if she does continue lower, then we're going to start taking out other key levels down here. Till then, I ain't interested. I have no reason to think Bitcoin's going to go any lower. If loads of people are talking about it going lower, fair enough. Let them talk about it. Till the market maker takes it there, I ain't interested. Alright, I'm going to start looking at those alternative coins. Let me have a look at this for my guy. Okay, one more time. Euro CHF. I'm seeing a drop level 3W forming. Yeah, we could see another drop down to the, I mean, we've got effectively M formation, drop level 1, very skewed, because I haven't actually seen a retrace back down, so I'm still expecting another move to the downside to effectively form level 2, then peak formation, rise. Could come down to his 3 times ADR down here. Needs to really see that for me to warrant that it's going to continue back up. We need to wait for that because it actually hasn't really gone anywhere, to be fair. But yeah, it's a good way. The way you're projecting is working, my friend. Remember that. Jaded Blur, what's good, my guy? What's happening? What is going on? If they want to set up for more liquidity, going lower only scares money out of the market. Not necessarily, Clark. Think about it. You can either go buy, you can buy long, or you can go long or you can go short. They send price down lower, right? Long enough to trigger them to go short. Because if they were long in the first instance, they're going to be like, right, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to go short. Bang. The retail trader is irrational. He's impulsive. Okay? He has no strategy. He trades based on how he feels. He trades on what he thinks he's missing out on. And how is that delivered? By these long ass vector candles, man. You know, retail trader, when he wants confirmation of whether his trade is good or not, he comes to YouTube and searches Bitcoin price, and then he sees all the thumbnails. Bitcoin 50k, 42k, Bitcoin 70, Bloomberg 400k Bitcoin. When he sees that, he thinks, oh my god, is my short gonna, you know, is it gonna stop? Is it gonna see me in the red because Bloomberg has said Bitcoin's gonna project to 400k? Oh, let me see what BitBoy says. Let me see what Crypto's saying. Let me see. It's all bullshit, man. Focus on the chart. The chart is the psychology. The chart tells you where you are in YouTube, guys. That's how it works. The chart's going to tell you where the moon boys are at. Chart's going to tell you what people are trying to siphon from whatever. You know, whatever motives there are behind the scenes. You know, who's being paid to talk about a coin. Yeah? Focus on the chart. The chart is all you need. You don't need to care about anything else. That's how it works. Bitcoin to 46 billion. You know what? Happy days. I mean, we were talking about it last night, guys. We were saying, is it possible, you know, that we were having the conversation about understanding whether fiat is going to be taken over by crypto. And we were having this back and forth. Now, let's look at Forex. 6.5 trillion daily turnover. Cryptocurrency is nearly at 2 trillion. Do I think cryptocurrency could oversee Forex in terms of daily turnover? Most definitely. There's nothing stopping it. But there will be a balance. There will be a balance. And that's what you've got to be aware of, guys. There will always be a balance. Yeah, they do make money on referrals and programs and what have you, but I don't own a Bybit referral. I don't own a Binance referral. Yeah, I don't do that because I know how much money they make on people losing. That's it. Now there are good referral links that are designed to pay you. The best thing you can do is find yourself someone that does trade very well. If they give you a referral link, find out and ask them how much money are you gonna get based on their trading volume. I guess that is only the benefit to using a Bybit or a Binance link. I think that's the only benefit if the person is committed to giving you a commission based off his trading volume. I think that's really good. But other than that, 90% of the guys, I mean, they're not in the business to be giving anything away. And that's the sad truth, guys. It's not a W because it did not touch the EMA. Well, this is what we're waiting for, my friend. We are waiting for the W to perform. We're waiting for it to play out. All right? It's not a W until it touches. Well, this is the first leg. This is me talking about something here. Ignore this. All right? It's a W on the 15-minute time frame. All right? Because look, it came back to the zone. It came back to the 50-day EMA right there. Look, it come back. It didn't touch it, but it's come back and respected the zone. It's pulled away. It's also at the true psychological low for the day. Okay? This is confluence after confluence after confluence. It's all stacking up for price to continue higher. That's what we're looking at. All right? There's Ethereum right there. Bitcoin right there. Okay? Right. Yeah, get a link with Fanuc. I know you don't, but a lot of YouTubers sell that don't a dream. Yeah, that's them, man. You know, I didn't come to this channel selling anything. I came to give. You know? Guys, and also, let me tell you something, guys. Listen. Hey, Genmar, how you doing? Let me explain something to you. These patterns are not static. All right? These patterns are not, they are merely templates. Okay? Now, how you translate the pattern is down to your understanding of variation. If you understand variation correctly, you will know that these patterns are not static. If it doesn't touch the 50-day EMA, or it doesn't touch this, or it doesn't touch that, but then it plays out perfectly, you sat there scratching your head thinking, well, what does that mean? How can that happen? If Tino said it needs to touch the 50 EMA and it doesn't, and then it goes on to make massive gains, what, you know, what's going on there, Tino? Explain. Well, guys, it's variation on the theme. These patterns are not static. This strategy is about your ability to adapt. If you can't adapt in an evolving market that is uncertain, remember, we're operating in uncertainty. You can't tell me anything is static. The only thing static, the only thing I can guarantee to you is for every trade that you put on, there's going to be another one waiting for you. All right? That's the only thing I can guarantee to you. That is it. Do you have a video on your channel that explains every single indicator? No, but it's coming. It's on its way. But if you want to understand it, make sure you go back and look at the previous streams, guys. That's all I can say to you. Dale Shrewsbury, do you understand about the midweek reversal? Yeah? It pays, man. Death and taxes, yes. $50 EMA on the EMA. An exponential moving average is this big blue one. All right. Oh, look what Ethereum's doing. Is this the pullback? Is this the pullback? Wow. Look what's happening. 9:30 in the morning in Sydney. 8:30 in the morning Tokyo. Pre-market orders are coming into play. Let's see how this plays out. XRP is coming back down to test the moving average. Here we go. XRP has got a lot of dominance to it, man. It's holding very well. Let me just pay attention to Ethereum, man. This candle may turn red. This candle's going to turn red, I think. If I've got it correctly, this candle should turn red. There you go. She turns red. Market maker stepping in. Original sounds, I make them in the morning. I trade Forex in the morning, man. I trade the last hour of Hong Kong's close. That's my games. That's my day trades, man. That's where I'm at. In and out. I'm putting up a video, guys, of my live trades in Forex that the members are going to get and the Patreons. But if you really want to see some trades, go back in my channel. They are all there. You know, traded the presidential election. It's in the meta game of trading. So there's 3 videos where it talks about the meta game of trading. There's a live trades on the presidential election in my channel. All right, so you can have a look at those because they're pretty much exactly the same trades I make every single day. All right, but there's also other videos on there which talk about how to use the 50-day moving average. You've got the how to grow a small Forex account. But right now what I'm doing is I'm working on I'm trying to grab certain moves in real time and make trades on them, record it, and then I'm going to release the video to the members, the Patreons, and then I'm going to release it all across the channel as well, so you guys have, you know, some real time trades. Now the thing is with real trades, right, that you don't really learn much with real trades. Why? Because if you try and mimic my real trades, all right, if you think that you can mimic them in price at a certain point in time and it doesn't work, it disproves what I did on that live trade. It was profitable for me and not profitable for you, because if you're trying to copy that exact trade, it will never happen. But take the understanding of what I'm trying to tell you with what to do at certain points in the chart. Happy days. You'll get it from that point. Okay? Right. Where are we at? I need to look at these altcoins that guys have donated for. So let me have a look at that right now. Ethereum, this candle should close in a few moments. Where are we at? Yeah, in 6 minutes that candle should close, and the next candle should retrace back up. It's going to come back down and test the true psychological low if it's got any strength. We'll see from that point. But let me get up the other charts. All right. So here we go. All right then. Okay, guys, listen. For anybody that is new to the channel, all right, if you haven't done so already, make sure you join my new channel, which is dedicated to crypto projections. All right, that's what it is right there. Okay. TR crypto FX projections right there. The link is right here. The reason I'm doing this channel is because there are people that can't sit through the streams. All right. And if they want a quick update on Bitcoin or Ethereum, episode 1 was uploaded today. So every single day I'm going to be doing videos. I'm going to be pulling up projections for crypto, for Forex as well. I'm going to do a playlist for Forex. So it's just for people that haven't got the time to sit through the streams. They can come to this channel and, you know, get what they need from here as well. All right. It's only projections on this channel. But more importantly, all right, the stream itself is designed to help you guys understand the context that I'm talking about in the projections channel. All right. So you come to the stream, learn what you learn, and then come to the projections. And when you see the projections, you've got a good idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's the link right there. Happy days. All right then, cool. Let's look at the charts. Let's have a look. The first one is BTT. I hope he's still here. BitTorrent. Here we go. Wow. What is going on there? Okay. Oh, this is the 1 minute time frame. Okay, let's have a look. Right, 1 hour cycle. Oh God, what's happened here? Interesting. Notice, yeah, look, green, blue, 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 green, retrace all the way back. If it's nearby, they're going to take it. I mean, looking at this point here, doesn't look like there's really much happening here, other than the fact that there's an M formation up here. Price has come back down, formed the first level. Okay, rise level 1. Now waiting for price to form a base right here. All right, so if they do form the base in this zone right here, okay, if this does play out to be a W, which is unlikely, but it's going to be a W because look, I'm not seeing really many vector candles in this area. There's not much happening here, so I'm going to discard that. All right, what we really need to see is we need to see price come back to the 50 EMA, form another drop to the downside, all right, and potentially find base in this area here. And then we'll see if the intention to move price to the upside is going to continue from this area here. So if it does, we want to see price come back down, rise, retrace, up, down, rise, up, come back and test up those in this area here to revisit this zone. Okay. Okay. What else was there? My guy wants BNB. Let's have a look at BNB USDT. Ah, Binance coin. That's crazy. There we go. Funnily enough, last night, guys, I mean, we watched PC Shed take the trade short on this. I mean, God, he would have made a stack and a half off that. But look what's happened. Yeah? They came down to yesterday's low, tapped it, railroad tracks, stopping volume. I mean, come on. What's that saying to you? Is it a pattern that's going to play out? We will only know when price continues further up. Yeah? Pin to the low 1, pin to the low 2, pin to the low 3. Happy days, moving out slowly. But until price breaks above that zone, we ain't going to know. I just looked at XRP. It was earlier on. Ripple. Here we go. Same story. Guys, look. BNB, XRP, exactly the same story. Except with XRP, you can see a lot more selling, well, accumulation in this area. Stopping volume right there. All right. Pin to the low 1, 2, and 3. Did you take it? Well done, PC, man. This guy. I now come to the charts and I always look at them and I say PC must have took that trade. He must have took that trade. If this guy understands the system the way I do, I know he's taken the trade, and damn it, he's done it. Well done, my brother, man. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Right, stopping volume. Right, stopping volume is when the market maker wants to prevent price from continuously going in the direction of the retail trader. Okay, he wants to stop price from going further. If he lets it continue, he will free up the retail traders' liquidity, and then those guys are going to realize a profit except him. Remember, he has to make sure he accommodates those guys, because he has to give them the contract. In order for him to keep the market a fair place, he has to give them the liquidity for them to continue their shorts. Because when they want to realize a profit on their shorts, they're going to take it from the buy contracts that the market maker is giving them. Yeah? That's how it works. Cake. Let's have a look at cake. 25 minutes until Hong Kong. Sorry, Tokyo. Here we go. Classic example. Look at these. Sharp candles to the downside. 1, 2. Starting to get busy in this area, recovering every single aspect. I mean, look at that, man. Look where it finished. Just look at that. Look at that right there. from that point there, pinned it up and pulled it back. Yeah. Alex, Ava. Okay. Wow, look at that. Previous zone. This copied Bitcoin. This copied Bitcoin's move. This Ave has copied Bitcoin's move, man. Notice that previous candle right there. Yeah? Bitcoin had it exactly the same and it's gone back and returned to it. So right now we're at a point where they could reset things and continue back to the upside. Maybe come down a little bit lower. It looks like there's a small W formation right there, but I'm not really liking the look of it. That's what ideally needs to happen. It needs to come back up there. Needs to pull back down. Retrace back up. This actual pullback needs to come back up here to the 50-day EMA. 50 EMA, that's what it needs to do. Till it does that, we won't know. Make sure you give me coins that have got good liquidity, guys, because they may not look nice on the charts. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a nice one. You got a variation of head and shoulders up here, yeah? You got a shoulder there. One there. And you got one there. Yeah? Rise level 1. Drop level 1. Level 2. Next, level 3. Peak formation. That's what we're waiting for. All these points are all psychological, guys. Yeah? They are all psychological. I'm going to look at fetch. Oof. Same story, yeah? W fails. There you go. Oh, yeah, does she fail? Can you extend it? Nah, I don't like the idea of extending that. We're starting a new pattern at the 800 EMA. Do they actually think people will transferred from an unknown wallet to Binance? Wow, so that means what? Okay then, fair enough. Unknown wallet. For your information, don't try to move XLM from Coinbase Pro to an exchange. Will get lost in the abyss. Ah, really? Yeah, once Tokyo hits, guys, I'm going to end the stream. But we want to see what Tokyo does, man. We really want to see what Tokyo does. Where are we at now? Let me bring up Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's see what is happening in the world. Let's have a look at Fiat Leak. If anybody knows about this website, Mr. Dutchy introduced me to it. It's the best website. I love it. Let's see who's accumulating all the Bitcoin. Well, obviously, the US is accumulating it. But let's watch how they're earning it. Look at this. For anybody new to the channel, check this out. What you're seeing is all the coins that are being purchased as we speak right now. These are the transaction details. All there. It's crazy, look at it. Just sucking it all up. So nice to watch. When it kicks off, turn it off. It's nice to watch. Put it on a massive TV. Happy days. Okay then. You confirmed what I projected on BTM. Thanks. No worries, Chuck. That's good. That's really good. Let's have a look at Ethereum, man. Let's have a look at what's going on with the kids. Let's watch. Ah, here we go. You need to watch this, guys. You need to pay attention to this. Look at this. This candle's going to start coming back. We're going to jump down to the 1 minute time frame so you can understand what's happening. Well, there's 5 minute. So you can understand what happens with this point. Look. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We could actually see this zone right here and this zone, but we will only know when they do it. We're at the psychological low right there. It's a very important zone right now, guys. If it breaks this zone and continues lower, the move back to the upside will need to be very strong. They will need to show their hand. If you're new to the channel, guys, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. We do this every single day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and morning stream on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we have a day off on Monday. That's how we do it. Thank you very much for 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. Finally gave up on MT4 because all the other sites are either really old or forcing MT5. Start using TradingView last night. Are we missing anything from MT4 indicators for TradingView? I don't know actually. You might have everything. I'm on the fifth. Right now I'm on the 5 minute time frame, guys. A mere mortal. No, I haven't looked at it, man. To be honest with you guys, there's probably indicators out there that are really good, but I don't really pay attention to them. I mean, I've done the indicator game. I've spent more money on indicators than you know. All right. It just doesn't work for me. I'm not interested in indicators. Like, I'm not looking for a quick fix. All I need is price. I need to know intention. That's my indicator. Intention by the market maker. Yeah. How long do these indicators work for? Right. You could have an edge for about 2-3 months. Yeah. But are these indicators on the basis of an optimal market? Who knows? Who knows? Let's have a look at the 1 minute time frame. Happy days territory. See, simple. Break. Notable volume. 1, 2. Break the 50-day moving 50 EMA moving average. Come back. Retrace. Snap back down. All the way it goes. Drop down. Happy days. There we go. Nice little move. Nice controlled move, that is. I like that. Bitcoin now dropping as well. But this is before Tokyo. 15 minutes. Well, 20 for me on here. Missing Infinite's message. Where is his message? Yeah, thank you for the likes, guys. God bless you all, man. Anybody that's new to the channel, you're subscribing, liking, all of that stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, we got an awesome community here, guys. Press and hold the trash can, remove everything and re-add from favorites. Okay, Infinex, let me check that out. Hold on a second, because it did look kind of messy still. Let me just do that without actually just switching the screen. So remove drawings and indicators. Go back, install Infinex. I'm seeing the same kind of thing, bro. Oh, it does look tidy, actually. Yeah. Is that okay? Can you tell me if that's been done correctly, Infinex, man? Have a look. Let me know if that's right, Infinex. There you go. Yeah, happy days. Cool. I don't know what that pi indicator is. Personally, I mean, I don't know, man. Whatever. I don't really pay attention to it. Yeah, Market Cipher and all that. I mean, I would love to go on to Crypto Face, have an interview with him and get him to explain to me Market Cipher. I think I'd need to hear it from the horse's mouth. That's what I'd need to hear. I'd love to know on what basis, how it forms the levels and what have you. Be really interesting to know. Hold on a second. Did I pull up Dot? No, I didn't. Wait there. Let me see what Dot is saying. This is where we are with Dot. So you notice, guys, all the alts are doing exactly the same shit. Nice stopping volume candle right there. If it holds, we will know when they move out of the zone. This could be the first move back to the upside, retrace continuation to the upside. Like I said, we will only know when it comes into play. Yeah, we're going into Thursday. We are going into Thursday, aren't we? Yeah, we are now at Thursday. Are they going to effectively try and move price into the next zone? Is Friday going to be a profit taking day, or is Friday going to be another day they hold the zone? All right, because remember, from last week, we are down a liquidity pool from Friday from last week. All right, so there's a lot of catching up to do on the Friday. Yeah. He's going to start stuttering and call you a pencil neck. Nah, man. He wouldn't call me a pencil neck. Nah, he wouldn't do that. I will ask him some really, really tricky questions. I will ask him those questions. I will really go into this system, into the market cipher. I'm not disproving it at all. I would want market cipher. If he says it works on certain principles, I'll ask him on those principles so that if I can critique it and he gives me what I want to hear, not gives me what I want to hear, but can justify the answers to my question, because all my questions are going to be based on the psychology of price. All right. Now, if his indicator reflects that, okay, and I'm able to use his indicator to exploit and add more to the hybrid, then happy days. All right. But I haven't stumbled across it. Some people say it works. Some people say it doesn't. You know, it all depends on who's using it and how well you understand the indicator. CryptoFace, he understands the indicator. He's created it. He knows certain things that some people may not know about it, whether you buy it or not. Yeah. So I you know, I wouldn't mind that. How you doing, South Africa, man? Nice to have you here. If we know it after it happens, how can we benefit? That's on you, Original Sounds. I'll give you the infrastructure. Moonshroom. CryptoFace done a video with Shitboy earlier, explains the indicator, but the guy's a tool. I don't get. I mean, there are guys that follow him and love him to the ground. He will cut your conversation as soon as the questions get hard. Will he really do that? My days. Am I right to say that you never trade during a W or M and wait until confirmations after the WM to know which direction to trade? Correct, David. But as you become more proficient in the strategy and you see more M's and W's playing out, you will start to generate or build this certain level of confidence where you expect when price pulls back down to the 50, when price pulls down like this, you anticipate price to return back to the 50. Yeah? Well, look, that's exactly what she did there. So you could take trades based on that principle. All right? But because you guys are learning this strategy, you need to become proficient in its overall utility. So let's not start looking at advanced entries until we understand the basics of the strategy. Because you can make a ton of money on the basics of the strategy, and then you can lose a ton of money on the advanced elements of the strategy. You know? It's crazy, isn't it? How can we calculate psychological highs and lows? I do not have it written in my notes. Are they every day, weekly? So no worries, Genmar. Okay, the way you work out the psychological high and low, all right, is you take the first high and the first low of the open session, which starts at 12 a.m. GMT on a Sunday. So you get yourself ready. on your charts, Saturday night, just before the stroke of 12. Wait for the first high and the first low to be formed. Happy days. You've got your psychological high and low. All right? And then you draw those lines across the whole screen. I ended my first week of April, 17 trades out of 19 in profit. Happy days, bro. Happy days. You guys are killing it, man. You're killing it. Well done. Well done. Bam. Thanks. No worries, Jen. That's all good. That is all good. Infinex has included it in the trading view indicator, guys. Happy days. David J, I'd love to see some of them, man. Happy days. If you're willing to show me, then that's great. You know, show me what your progression is, how well you understand the strategy. That'll be awesome. Okay, cool. Ethereum now is testing its psychological low. You can see the green line right there. This is where she's going to start getting busy. This is where she could start getting busy. If we look back down on the 5-minute time frame, I said that we could actually visit these areas. Look, it's crazy, isn't it? Look at that. Come back down to visit this green candle. She did exactly just that. That's nuts, isn't it? We could see this area here getting taken as well. Let's see how it plays out. In line with this formation, guys. This is what we're waiting for. Yeah, we're waiting for that pattern to play out. We got Tokyo starting in exactly 7 minutes as well. Remember, there's a time delay on my thing. Well done, Eric, man. That's awesome, bro. Said it may not come. It may or may not come back to those areas, and it has done. We're expecting them to come back to these areas, guys. Why? Because we understand that on the hour time frame, this W as such is it's a small W. It's very aggressive, sharp move. We want to see price come back to the 50, then come back down to form the second leg and then rise up. All right. Before we know, Tokyo could actually send price down to retest this zone, be the third touch and then bounce. Or they could actually hit the 800 EMA. We've got to be careful. This is why confirmation is so important, guys. You're saving money by waiting for patterns to play out. Yeah? You are rewarded for your patience, guys. You're not rewarded for your lack of discipline. You are charged for the lack of discipline. You pay the price. David, what turns the candles red and green is effectively tick volume. So how often does price exchange hands in this area? That's what it is. PC shared. Alberto's asking this question. His computer fans are running at full speed all the time. He has an MSI X99A+. Did you ever experience this thing? A pink candle, well, a violet candle effectively means that volume is starting to rise. This could be another red candle just before the Tokyo Open. Same with Bitcoin as well. Same with Bitcoin right there. Let's see what they do. I ain't going to check any other coins right now, guys. I need to pay attention to these guys. Here we go. Come on. 10 more minutes, man. Till the next candle for me. The Tokyo opens in 4. There you go, Alberto. Simply need to manual set fans to 60%. Guys, smashed it. Here we go. Hey Barbara, how you doing? Not financial advice, but is there an entry point for Ethereum? No financial advice, bro. Let's have a look. Let me have a look here. I mean, I don't know what your name is, my friend. I've got tons of message. Here we go. Here we go. Amazing. Well done, bro. Well done, man. Those P&Ls are next level. Well done, man. That is beautiful for consistency, man. That is awesome. 120. Wow, you done well on that BitTorrent trade, man. That is crazy. Very minimal losses, man. Well done, bro. You smashed that, man. You smashed that. Well done. Yeah, people asking for entries and exits. They'll say, they ask me, it's not financial advice, and then say, what could be a possible entry in Ethereum? It's not financial advice, so no financial advice. Asks entry. I'll never tell you when to enter or to exit, guys. I have no issue. Like, doesn't matter. I will never give you that, guys. Red candle on Bitcoin. What do we know about these candles? Just before the Tokyo Open, 1 minute to Tokyo, officially 1 minute, okay, for the strike of 9 in Tokyo. I've got 5 more minutes for this candle to complete on my platform because my brokers have got a different time. No worries, David. You've done well there, bro. You've smashed it. Tino, not financial advice, but should I get a £1 burger or splurge on a £10 burger tonight? Depends on how hungry you are, my friend. Market makers filling their longs just before the Tokyo session, but it could be the opposite, guys. When will they stop filling their longs? This is what we're waiting for. They've just moved price below the key 2000 mark. Look, below the key notable area. They're building longs below that area. This may be the last move to bring price back down to that zone to continue back up. Remember what we said about this zone right here. We could see a small inverted head. There you go, red candle. Getting a bit busy. From the 5 minute times are not delayed. Ah, you're right. Times are not delayed. What? Why is that? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, bro. Why? They are actually not delayed. No way. Why is that, bro? Yo, message me up, man. Let me know why that is, bro. If you've got it down and please let me know on Discord, bro. Here we go. Tokyo. 3 minutes. Nikolai couldn't tell you, my friend. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of time this week and next week to do so. There's a lot of things happening this week and next week, so I'm gonna have a lot of time to do things. I'm gonna spend time in Mike Dutch's podcast. We can have a conversation outside of charts. All right, we've got so much happening, guys. Just this week, this week. I've got my daughter's birthday tomorrow. So it's going to be quite busy for me. But we're still going to be doing the projections. Still going to be getting in touch with the Patreon. Still going to be doing all of that. Consistency is key, guys. Remember that. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand why. I need to understand that. I think I know why. I think I know why. Have to work that out at another time. Right. What did I do before Forex? Everything. Your daughter and I share birthdays. I knew it, Dad. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's happening with Bitcoin? Just before the Tokyo Open, 2 minutes until the official candle for Tokyo. Don't understand why it's different on the different time frame, but let's see what happens on the 15. Guys, you don't even want to be looking at entries at this point, man. First to fire, please let me know. No financial advice, but are we spiking those lows or what? You tell me, my friend. This is class. Am I going to get her fetch for her birthday? What am I going to get her? I brought her a little shopping thing. She likes to do serving like she's in a shop. Bless her. Yeah, we've got a big day tomorrow. Can't do much. It's going to be good fun. For 49 seconds, sorry. Here we go. They've respected this 15 minute 50 EMA. Let's see how it plays. Is this the first move out of the zone? Who knows? Let's see how it plays out, man. We need to wait and see. Now, my projections are pretty much the same for Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. It all depends on what the pattern is on each chart. Remember, just because they're both moving the same doesn't mean that they're going to print the same formation. Right, we always got to be aware of that. Here we go, new candle. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Remember, Hong Kong kicks off with the... See, that's not right, man. Not Hong Kong, Tokyo. Hong Kong brings the futures markets at 9:30 in the morning. So you may see a little bit of traction at that point as well. But here we go. We're going to see what's happening here. Are they going to continue price lower? Could they actually retest the 800-day EMA on the hourly? Here we go. We will know their intention. Is this one more push to the downside before they snap price up? Let's see. This would effectively be the third touch to the downside. Chuck. Chuck, man, you didn't have to do that, bro. That's all good, man. God bless you, my friend. Thank you very much. Be glad you can buy toys. I'm about to buy my daughter. Buy a car, man. It's all good, man. She drives my one anyway, so she can have that. No financial advice, but the CME gap needs to be filled at 54. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, the dealer is not a nice guy. Robert, how to understand momentum. The best way to tell you how to really use momentum, all right, is spend enough time looking at charts, all right, especially the 1 minute time frame, and it will give you the clues to when momentum is starting to build. All right, remember, when we're in these accumulation zones, we see fast aggressive moves that don't go anywhere. Yeah, that the way you work out momentum really is how, you know, how frequently does the market maker tap a zone away from the previous one, you know, like a slow trend, true trend kind of thing. There's no run, there's bull run ain't over until they break a moving average. And right now, this is the 1 hour 800 EMA, which is the 200-day EMA on the 4 hour time frame. All right, so we're at very important parts of the charts right now, guys. We could be, yeah, Ricky, listen, we could be at level 2. Yeah, we could be level 2 to the downside. But the thing is, we are right now at a moving average, so that could change. Yeah, because I've always seen this happen. I've seen a rise level 1, then we've gone down for a level 2. Level 2 is only confirmed if retrace back and breaks this zone completely. All right? Until we see that, then the level 2 is still pending. Here we go. See, guys, don't get frustrated when market makers are building positions. You shouldn't even be considering trades. You need to sit back and wait. Wait for them to finish their game. No one should be getting frustrated. You guys should be going to bed. Right? We still got a little while before this pattern plays. It needs to confirm a movement to the upside before anything happens. They're earning money right now. Sorry, they're building their positions. Yeah? Big baby, you don't have to donate, my friend, but if you really want to donate, I've got links in the description. You can, you know, don't donate much. You can donate to charity if you want to, my friend. Kim, that always is the case with you, man. How long did it take for you to feel comfortable trading? In what sense do I feel comfortable trading? I'm a very impulsive guy. My nature is to get in and learn straight away. Swim with the sharks. That's how I learn. All right. So when I found out, when I went and brought an indicator, for example, I didn't test it. You know, I didn't go and open a demo account. I went straight in and committed money to it because that was the best feedback I could get from the system. You know, how do I behave around this indicator? Because if this indicator guarantees that it can at least generate a 75% return or a success rate of 75% over a sample size of trades, I need to understand how my behavior is going to be reflective of that. You know, if I'm impulsive, if I'm not learning when money's on the line, what am I going to learn when demo trading doesn't do anything for me? Unless I'm wanting to learn how a platform works, then okay. You know, I'm going to use a demo account to really test the indicator in that element. But I go straight in, guys. I don't hesitate to go straight in. That's the nature of the game. Yeah. Guys, you make yourselves, you go to sleep, man. If you need to go sleep. Chuck, man. I'll send you an image of the ice cream then. Yeah, it's a bit steep in it. YouTube keeps 30% of the donations, man. It's wild. Oh, well then. Guys, I'm going to end the stream. And this is usually when the Bitcoin starts to move in our favor, I think. But I want to thank you all for tonight, guys. I've got to get into a routine on the stream, guys, because I need to be accommodating to everyone. Thank you so much for joining the stream, guys. 1,500 of you have come into the room. Happy days. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're here all the time. So, yeah. Mad love to all of you guys. You guys are killing it today. Well done to anybody that's actually ripped it in terms of profit and loss. You know, keep consistent, guys. This channel gets to a point where we're just watching price, guys. We learn in real time. This is, you know, you guys are building your time bank. Do you understand? Your chart time bank. And that's really where the success comes, when you dedicate time to watching charts, watching patterns play out. That's what it's all about, guys. All right? So listen, mad love to all of you. God bless you all. Thank you for the donation for my daughter. Thank you so much for that. You didn't have to do that. All right? But I'm going to go and get myself some sleep. PC Shed, good night. Mr. Dutch, good night, my friend. Guys, make your way over to Mike Dutch's podcast as well. Okay? And just thank you so much, guys. God bless you. And I keep saying it every single night. Keep playing well, guys. All right? Good night, everyone. Take it easy. Thank you.